For today's video, I'm going to talk about two of the most important qualities of this mind program, this program running in the left side of our brain that was super helpful to our ancestors, got them out of all kinds of problems and situations, and it's the reason why we as a species now dominate the planet. On the other hand, the reason I do these videos is because this very same program could be the genuine existential crisis that we face as a species. And the two qualities I'm going to talk about today are conformity and obedience. And psychology has investigated these, and you might be familiar with things like the Milgram study, which showed how absolutely obedient we are under conditions of authority. And the Stanford prison experiments, which shows that we conform to social roles to such a high degree that the study had to be stopped within a few days because it completely got out of hand. So the obedience and conformity of our species is far beyond what psychologists even imagined when they were doing these studies. But what I'm going to show you in this video is it's actually far beyond what psychology has even recognized today. Take, for example, so I'm going to give you two practices. The first is this shocking, kind of sounds like Milgram, but the shocking realization that you do not even think your own thoughts. Now, that may sound something you may take a defensive position with, but practice this throughout the rest of the day. As you observe the inner voice, question, where did that thought come from? Was it really me thinking it? Was it original? Was it actually creative in the sense that I'm the first person who had that thought? Or is it just a rerun, a replay of all the stuff that you took in through the media and other sources and society and culture itself, which of course is this grand abstraction that the mind seems to serve so well. But for the actual practice today, I want to talk about getting in line or straightening up. And you know, if you have kids, you might tell your kid to get in line or straighten up. And this probably goes back to our ancestors when we literally had to stay in line, probably for resources. And so the program was very helpful if we were obedient and we conformed to these rules. But today, again, they may be very limited in how useful they are. But to feel this program, to feel it as an autonomous program that you mistake for who you are and that you have very little control over, like any kind of computer program just runs autonomously. Next time you're in line, and this shouldn't be very difficult, but there's studies that have measured how long we spend in lines, and it's actually quite a bit of time. So you'll probably be in line today. Next time you're in line, get out of line. And by that I mean just take 2 steps to the right, to the left, and you will start to feel the program kick in. And when you feel the program kick in, start to reflect on this and say, question, you know, where's this coming from? Is it really me? Can I turn it off? If it's you, you should just be able to turn that uncomfortable feeling off, and you probably will not be able to do that. And again, you can play with this. If someone moves up, don't immediately move up, and other people other minds will kick in and maybe even suggest that you get back in line and that you conform. And also notice that once you do get back in line, the program gives you a huge reward, that feeling of comfort, that feeling of safety. Once you obey and conform to the group, the mind program gives you that reward, that cookie, that psychological cookie of satisfaction, and be observant of that too. Question where it came from and question if you could actually turn that off also.